Hi, and thanks for visiting the channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel so that it can continue to grow. New York is one of the oldest and most vibrant cities in the United States, with a rich and complex history. The first people to inhabit the area were the Lenape, who lived there for thousands of years before the arrival of Europeans. In 1524, Italian explorer Giovanni da Verrazzano became the first European to set foot on Manhattan Island. He was followed by other explorers, including Henry Hudson in 1609. Hudson's discovery of the Hudson River opened up the possibility of trade with the interior of North America, and the Dutch soon established a trading post on Manhattan Island. In 1624, the Dutch West India Company purchased Manhattan Island from the Lenape for 60 guilders, about $24. The company then established the colony of New Netherland, with New Amsterdam as its capital. New Amsterdam quickly grew into a thriving port city, and it became a major center of trade and commerce. In 1664, the English captured New Amsterdam and renamed it New York. The English brought with them their own laws and customs, and they quickly began to assimilate the Dutch population. New York continued to grow and prosper under English rule, and it became one of the most important cities in the British colonies. In 1765, the American Revolution began, and New York played a central role in the war. The city was occupied by British troops for much of the war, but the Americans eventually recaptured it in 1783. New York was the site of many important events during the Revolution, including the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the Continental Congress. After the war, New York became the capital of the new United States of America. The city grew rapidly in the early 19th century, and it became a major center of commerce, industry, and culture. New York was also a major destination for immigrants from all over the world. In the mid-19th century, New York experienced a period of rapid growth and urbanization. The city's population increased from 200,000 in 1800 to over 1 million in 1860. This growth was fueled by the Industrial Revolution and the arrival of millions of immigrants from Europe. The Civil War had a profound impact on New York. The city was a major center of support for the Union, and it provided the Union Army with troops, supplies, and money. After the war, New York experienced a period of economic prosperity, and it became the financial capital of the United States. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, New York continued to grow and prosper. The city became a center of innovation and creativity, and it attracted artists, writers, and musicians from all over the world. New York was also a major center of labor activism, and it was the site of many important strikes and protests. The Great Depression of the 1930s hit New York hard. The city's economy was devastated and unemployment rate soared. However, New York recovered from the depression, and it continued to grow and prosper in the post-war years. In the 1960s and 1970s, New York experienced a period of social and economic turmoil. The city was plagued by crime, poverty, and racial unrest. However, New York began to recover in the 1980s, and it has continued to grow and prosper in recent years. Today, New York is one of the most vibrant and cosmopolitan cities in the world. It is a center of commerce, industry, culture, and the arts. New York is also a major tourist destination, and it is home to some of the most iconic landmarks in the world, including the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, and Times Square. I sincerely appreciate your time. If you enjoy the video, please think about subscribing to the channel, since it will support our growth.